Tuesday, and I wanted to talk with you about getting your priorities straight, figuring out what's really important to you, because I was thinking about that today and I realized I really did not have my priorities straight at all. Um, I went to a class one time and the guy said, list all the things that are important to you in, in the, you know, what's important, write that first and then second and third. So of course I wrote down my relationship with God, my relationship with my family, and then my relationship with my clients. And I thought, that's pretty good. I got my priorities straight. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. My health is important, because if my health is no good, then I can't do anything for Jesus. And I can't, I'll be a burden on my family. So it's got to be, let's see, God first, then my health, and then my family, and then my clients. And then I thought, no, that's not it either, because, my body is the temple of the Lord. So I've got to really straighten out, how I eat. And my daughter just bought tennis lessons for me. So that's got to be a priority. I mean, she spent the money on that. So I gotta make sure I take the lessons and take it seriously. So let's see. So then it's God, then it's my health. And under my health, it's what I eat and how much I exercise, and to make sure I take my tennis lessons seriously, and then my family, and then my clients. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, that's not going to work, because I do an awful lot of studying. I have to in order to do my business. And of course, I do a lot of studying for the Day of Joy. So let's see. First is God, then is my health, and then let's see, then my eating habits and my exercise and the tennis, and then my education, my study, and then my family, and then my, holy smokes, I got way too many things that are a priority. So I had to go through that list and say, jeepers, what's not important on this list? And you know what? Everything was important on that list. So then I had to think, well, surely I can accomplish all of this. What am I doing in my life that I could cut out? Well, I started to pay attention to what I do with the time that I have. And that's where I really had an eye opener, because once I paid attention to it, I realized I spend an awful lot of time watching television. So then I thought, well, you know what I'll do? I'll tape the shows that I want to watch, and I'll only watch those shows. So I'm not like getting ready to watch a show and then I get hooked on the one before it or the one after it. Just that one show, and then I'll be all right. So what shows do I watch? All right, well, I got to tape This Is Us, because that makes me cry every week, and that's a good way to cleanse your system of any toxins. And I really enjoy watching the 6 o'clock news with David Muir, because he's from Syracuse and I like him. And that's my way of keeping up with what's going on in the world. So I got to tape that every day. And I really do enjoy watching Family Feud, because I usually know all the answers, and, it makes me feel smart. By the time I started writing down all the shows that I like to watch, I was embarrassed. I said, I got to cut some of this out. This is ridiculous. And then when you count the time that you're watching before and after your shows, it's a lot. And then I thought, let me just check my phone, because I think there's some kind of things on the phone that tell you how long you're on your phone. Sure enough, there's some kind of an app that tells you how long you played a game, how long you talked, how long you texted, how long you were on social media. And boy, did I get a rude awakening there. So I did something that I didn't really want to do. I deleted my solitaire app, because I was playing solitaire way too much. In fact, you know what I was doing? If I'm watching a TV show, I mute the commercials and play solitaire while I'm waiting for the commercials to go. I'm like, wow, I am really spending a lot of time doing absolutely nothing of any value. And I think when you look at what's important to you in your life, you got to look at, what do you do? 2 things. Where do you spend your time and where do you spend your money? Because those two things will tell you what's really important in your life. And I'll be honest with you, I spend the most money on books. I am always buying books, I'm always taking classes. So education is really important to me, not just for work, but education spiritually. I do like to study. So, and where do I spend my time? Clearly, it was not where I wanted to. So, I had to rearrange those priorities in my life. I had to look at the list I made and start spending my time and my money in those areas and get rid of the things that are frivolous and meaningless. It doesn't mean that you can't sit down and enjoy yourself sometimes, because I like to sit down with a cup of coffee and just, watch TV. But I decided it would be much more productive and I would be happier if I would sit down with a cup of coffee and just be in the presence of the Lord. I'll tell you what, it's much more relaxing. And I think we should do it every day. Just you sit there with your cup of coffee and you go, Lord, you want to tell me anything today? I'm listening. Turn off the TV. I know. I wrote it down. I already got rid of solitaire. You don't even have to tell me. I already did it. I think you'll be very much happier if you look at your life and reorganize the things that are important to you, because that's what God wants us to do. Live